day everyone. Today we are going to tackle about the evolution of computer over the years and the internet origin. As the first reporter, I'm going to introduce to you the first generation of computer during the 1946 to 1959 year span, which is the vacuum tube computers. The vacuum tube concept was first initiated by John Fleming in 1904 to act as an amplifier or switch. It was Turing complete, which uses a universal language to be able to solve a large-scale class of numerical problems through reprogramming. The following are the four most essential computers of the first generation. First, we have the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator or ENIAC, which was envisioned by Mauchly and Eckert in 1942 to help the North American nation's soldiers during the World War II. It was the only one ENIAC ever built. Succeeding to ENIAC, we have the Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, was designed to be a stored program computer by Presper Eckert. An updated version of ENIAC, the UNIVAC 1 by the inventors of ENIAC, it is a commercial data processing computer intending to replace the punch card accounting machines of that day. We also have the IBM 701 Electronic Data Processing Machine, or a defense calculator while in development, was IBM's first commercial scientific computer and its first series production of mainframe computers. Lastly, we have the IBM 650 designed by Frank Hamilton, a true general-purpose computer, the natural evolution of card program calculator used for scientific work and business purposes.
Transistor is a miniature semiconductor that regulates or controls the flow of current or voltage by also amplifying, generating, and acting as a switch or gate for electrical signals. Transistors are typically composed of three layers of a semiconductor material or terminals, each of which can carry a current. William Shockley, John Bardeen, and Walter Hauser-Brettain invented the transistors at Bell Telephone Laboratories in 1947. Transistors were invented and used as basic components instead of vacuum tubes, which were superior to vacuum tubes. Transistors typically had three leads: inputs, outputs, and control switch, and they use less voltage along with functions like voltage maintenance and power amplification. In this generation, magnetic cores were used as the primary memory, and magnetic disks and tapes were used as the secondary storage. Assembly language and programming languages like COBOL and Fortran were used in these computers.
Silicon chip, the speed and stability of the computer were more efficient than the previous generation. The generation computers had user input as a keyboard and mouse. The keyboard and mouse were invented by this generation, further learned output on monitors and connected to operating systems. This allowed me to perform many tasks simultaneously. The third generation, the development of high-level programming languages such as Fortran 2 to 4, Pascal PL1, LGOL 68, and etc. were developed. Featured of third-generation computers. Using integrated circuits instead of individual transistors. Smaller, cheaper, more efficient, and faster than previous generation computers. High-level programming languages, and using magnetic storage. Let's proceed with the examples of third-generation computers. IBM 360 series, Honeywell 6000 series, PDP or Personal Data Processor, IBM 370 or 168, TDC 316, PDP 8, PDP 11, ICL 2900, IBM 370. Proceed with advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are smaller in size as compared to previous generation, very reliable, reduced heat generated during operations, portable, widely used, cost-effective production and operation, manual computations not required, less operational time, fast and reliable. Disadvantages are requires air conditions, highly sophisticated, requires formal training for usage.
Fourth generation computer. Between 1971 and 1981, fourth generation computers were made. It was created as the result of the development of the microprocessor, which made personal, business, and home computers possible. Games and programs of all kinds started to appear. Because the creation of software marked a milestone in the computer revolution, this era is commonly referred to as software generation. Size of the fourth generation computer. The fourth generation computer is one we use today. Size began to decrease as integrated circuit technology advanced. Due to very large scale and ultra large scale, millions of components should be packed into a tiny chip. It simultaneously reduced computer size and expense, while increasing power, effectiveness, and dependability. The 1971 developed Intel 404 microprocessor, integrated the central processing unit, memory, and input-output controllers of the computer into a single, compact chip. Inventors of fourth generation computer. First is Stephen Paul Jobs, a key player in the computer revolution. He gave us a magnificent legacy of Apple goods, including iPad, iPhone, and iPad. Second is William Henry Gates III. Gates became interested in computers after interacting with the device. He met Paul Allen in Lakeside in 1979, and the two of them later founded Microsoft, an acronym for microcomputer and software. Apple I and Apple II series. The first Apple computer, known as the Apple I, was created by Steve Wozniak in 1976. Feature computers. RT-8800, the first personal computer. Ed Roberts, the founder of MITS, created it, and Micro-Instrumental Telemetry System produced it as a personal computer in 1975. IBM PC. The IBM personal computer is the forerunner and initial model of the hardware system that is compatible with the IBM PC.
And lastly, I will discuss about the 5th generation computers. The 5th generation computers become more powerful to explore since the technology are more enriched by discovery or innovating of researchers people. The effort made by the computer researchers is to develop devices that will result in powerful connection through natural language for easy adaptation that we'll use in the present or future, according to Kumar. The main characteristics of 5th generation computers are: first is, it's all about artificial intelligence computer base that made more advances in using technology. It means in the previous generation, there's no AI discovery, only in 5th generation. Second, consisting of large-scale integration, or the ultra-large-scale integration is providing a great computational that consisting of billion transistor in one silicon microchip. Third, combination of mimic human intelligence that will lead into high performance. It means that even the computer has a intelligence to perform a one task that possible will help in one human's life due to advances of technology. Fourth, computers portable and having wearable technology for comfortable and lightweight use. Unlike in previous generation, all computers are big and heavy to use versus today, a good deal great innovation discovered by an expert. Fifth, parallel speed processing due to high billions of calculation time. It is related in number 2, which is the parallel speed processing applying in one more microprocessor to run smoothly and successful created the task. Speed, logic, and reliability and accurate information. For the last main characteristics, that actions given by the computers nowadays is more convenient and giving a satisfaction to solve a one situation by providing a fast and reliable information according to Zachary 2019 and Riguram 2022. And for the examples of 5th generation computers, first is desktop. It is a type of personal computer that can be used at home or in working office. Second, laptop. It is a type of personal computer that someone can use it anywhere. Third, notebook. A notebook computer is a battery or AC-powered personal computer that is typically smaller than a briefcase and designed for transitory settings, including meetings, libraries, temporary offices, and airlines. Fourth, Ultrabook. An Ultrabook is a type of compact laptop computer made to fill the market's gap between tablets and high-end notebook PCs. And for the last example is Chromebook. A new kind of computer called a Chromebook is made to make tasks simpler and faster for you to complete. These are the advantages of 5th generation computers. The source and reliable information is quick to find. Next, the computers are now less expensive and lightweight compared in history of computers. Next, the artificial intelligence has greatly developed. Next, the innovation will smoothly efficient in working tasks. And lastly, the interaction of human and computers will easy to operate. And for the disadvantages, more on self-learning and needed to put on time for exploring new adaptation of technology. The lifestyle of human will probably change. Human employees will decrease, having a privacy concern due to enhanced spying on people. And lastly, the implementation of discoveries using technology will affect an environmental society, according to Showcase 2019.
What is Internet? The Internet has become a vital part of the modern world, inseparable from daily life and routines. The Internet's rapid and dramatic evolution from simple computer networks to global interconnectivity and instantaneous wireless communications can aid in understanding the changing nature of technology and communications. The Internet's origins are rooted in the 1950s in the United States. The Cold War was at its peak, and tensions between North America and the Soviet Union were high. Both superpowers possessed lethal nuclear weapons, and people were terrified of long-range surprise attacks. The United States realized it needed a communication system that could withstand a nuclear attack from the Soviet Union. (1960s) 1969 ARPANET, Unix. 1970s 1970 ARPANET Network. 1971 Email, Project Gutenberg and eBooks. 1972 Cyclades. 1973 The first transatlantic connection and the popularity of emailing. 1974 The beginning of TCP/IP. 1975 The Evil Client. 1977 The PC Modem. 1978 The Bulletin Board System or BBS. Spam is born. 1979 MUD, the earliest form of multiplayer games. Usenet. 1980s 1980 Inquire Software. 1982 The first emoticon. 1983 ARPANET computer switch over to TCP/IP. 1984 Domain Name System or DNS. 1985 Virtual Communities. 1986 Protocol Wars. 1987 The Internet Grows. 1988 IRC or Internet Relay Chat, first major malicious internet-based attack. 1989 AOL is launched, the proposal for the World Wide Web. 1990s 1990 First commercial dial-up ISP, World Wide Web protocols finished, the first search engine, the first photo shared on the internet. 1999 First web page created, first content-based search protocol, MP3 becomes a standard, the first webcam. 1993 Mosaic, first graphical web browser for the general public. Governments join in on the fun. 1994 Netscape Navigator, the first secure e-commerce transaction. 1995 Commercialization of the Internet. The development of cryptocurrency, GeoCities, the Vatican goes online and JavaScript. 1996 First web-based webmail service. The creation of social media. 1997 The invention of Wi-Fi. The term weblog is coined. 1998 First news story to be broken online instead of traditional media. Google. Internet-based file sharing gets its roots. 1999 SETI at-home project. 2000 The bubble bursts. 2001 Wikipedia is launched. 2003 VoIP goes mainstream. MySpace becomes the most popular social network. CanSpam app puts a lid on unsolicited emails. 2004 Web 2.0 Social media unleashed. The Facebook open to college students. 2005, YouTube streaming, video for the masses. 2006, Twitter gets twittering. 2007, major move to place TV shows online. The iPhone and the mobile web. 2008, Internet election. The beginning of Bitcoin. 2009, ICANN policy changes. 2010, the first commercial transaction using Bitcoin.